Hello everyone. Welcome to Principal Art Studios. We are going to do some more painting with our art kits, and I just wanted to introduce myself and say welcome in. I'll be zooming in on what we're going to be painting in just a few minutes, but hope y'all are having a good day. Come on in, Wild Bill. Hope you're having a good day. Going to share a little bit about my art kits. I went live earlier this morning and met some really nice people. We painted this particular painting here, the cup of sunshine, the sunflowers, and the teacup, and some of the others that we've painted this past week. We did the stacked pumpkins, the fall pumpkins. This is one of my art kits here. We did that one this week also. And we also did this one the other day. This is the fall pumpkin here. So just giving you a little taste of what you will actually, the product you'll get when you finish and with step-by-step directions. So let me show you one of my art kits and how they will come to you when you get the kit. It will come pre-packaged just like this. You will it will be pre-traced. I think you can see here how it's traced here. Then it comes with everything you need in the back. You get written directions, you get the all the paint that you need. I'm trying to steer this thing right, forgive me. The paint, you get 3 brushes, a plate, cup, and napkin. All you need is a cup of water. So today, this afternoon, we're gonna kind of zoom in and focus on just a little cute Halloween. This is good for beginners. If you go to my shop in the Buy It Now, you will see over 50 different designs that I've uploaded. And I'm going to continue to upload designs. Hey, welcome in. Um, we have been talking about my paint kits. I am new to Whatnot. I have been on here this is my 4th time going live. Had a great morning this morning online. And so going back live this evening. So I am a retired school principal, and I retired from our local elementary school about 7 years ago, and I was principal here for 18 years. And now I do paint parties. I go out in the community in neighboring counties. I've gone as far as St. Mary's, Georgia, just all over doing paint parties. And as I was going, women would say, and even men have been to my paint parties, would say, "Man, this is so relaxed, and I wish I could do this at home." So I've been making art kits. And these kits, like I say, they come pre-packaged with everything you need. They are pre-traced, so you don't have to feel uneasy about, oh, I can't draw that church, or I can't draw that whatever. So they are outlined in a general format for you, and they come with all the paint you need, 3 brushes, specific directions. I'm going to show you some samples of the directions here in a little bit. You get plate, you get napkins, you get an apron even to go with it. And all you need to do is just grab a cup of water like what I've got here. So today, what we're going to do is I pulled one of my kits out since Halloween is going to be coming up pretty soon. And this is one of my designs, the cat and the pumpkin. So when you get your kit, you will have a picture there on the front as sort of a guide. So you'll have something to kind of look at. Of course, it's your own artwork, so you can do whatever you like as far as how you paint it. But you do have specific directions there for you. So you feel free to use those. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit more. So the canvases that I use are 11 by 14 like I said, this is one that we did this morning. When I went live, we did this one. So this is 11 by 14 canvas here, and that's what you'll receive in your kit. So go through my shop, take a look, and see what is there. You may see some that you like, and you'll find that I mean, it's so enjoyable. If you've never done a paint kit, don't count it out right now. Just know that it is fun, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So today, let's see. Tell me where you're from if you're on. Let me know that you're here, and we will get started. I have got um, my actual design picture here, and I have my written directions here. This is what will like come in your kit. So the kit has picture directions as well as written to explain what's going on in those pictures there. So that's very helpful. I've um, to kind of walk you through the entire step. So while I'm waiting for some more to jump on, I'm gonna go ahead and get my paint ready. Your paint's gonna come packaged in pods, um, ready for you to paint. And let's see. And like I said, you'll have all the brushes that you need. Get me some of my navy paint. I of course, of not using the pods because I'm just pouring my paint out on the plate right now, but all your paint will come in the pods, just like the kit I showed you. I'll just zoom down a little bit farther closer so that you can kind of see exactly what I'm doing. There we go. Let's see if I can get my light on here. Circle back. Or if you're on, give me a thumbs up and let me know that you can hear me okay. Anybody that's on, if you could kind of just comment or give me a high five or something, just letting me know that you're on and that you can hear me. So I have printed out the actual directions to the kit so that you can see what they actually look like. Hello, welcome in, Josie. Josie Ray, is that right? Welcome, welcome. I am sharing about my art kits. This is something that I have just started doing here about a week ago and had good luck this morning with my live. Some women who are really interested and purchased some. My kits are $25 a piece and they come pre-packaged just like this. If you have never painted or interested in painting, this is a great way to kind of learn how to paint. I have about 50 something designs right now. I'm going to add some more in the buy now section. And this happens to be one here, the Autumn Church. They are pre-traced with just an outline, and I'll show you an example of the other one that I'm going to do right now. I'm going to just go live and paint and show you how easy it is. The directions come in. I'm going to also show you that closer up. You get all the paint you need to paint this particular one. You get 3 brushes. You get a plate, napkin, an apron, and all you need for this kit is a cup of water. And so, great for just individual use, great for you and a friend. The lady that bought one two this morning from me, she said, "Oh, I'm going to get another one." She said, Me and my friend will get together and paint." So I'm going to kind of show you what the kits are like. This is just a fun one here. Great beginner if you wanting to learn how to paint. This is the cat and the pumpkin. Great for sort of seasonal for here now. And you will get specific directions that look like this. And I pull this one because this is one of the kits that the lady bought this morning. And so it has paint the moon white with the large brush without washing. Pick up the small amount of gray outline the moon. So what what we'll do here is we will paint the moon white with the large brush. We're going to get gray and outline the moon. And then with the large brush, we'll just grab some blue and begin working on the actual background. So when we finish, our painting will look like this. So in your kit, you get the 11 by 14 canvas pre-traced. The tracing will be whatever design that you've chosen. There's over 50 designs there in my Buy Now shop. And the directions are going to come right with this. So you're going to be comfortable painting. You're going to have 3 brushes. You're going to have all the paint you need. You're going to have a plate, a napkin. You're going to have an apron even in your kit. And all you're going to need to do is just grab a solo cup and a pack of water. So this is what the kits here will look like. They'll come to you packaged just like this with everything you need inside them. So, you'll just basically grab a friend or you grab a cup of coffee, get your water, and right now, even I've got my drink with me right now. And I'm just going to kind of start painting. And I'm going to use my directions that are here just to show you how to walk through and begin painting. So my directions tell me that we're going to paint the moon first. We're going to come in white. Now this is not a canvas. Because I'm going live every day and I'm painting these paintings. So I'm actually using just a piece of art paper from Michaels for this particular one because I don't want to waste all my canvases. But now the one that you purchase will be 11 by 14 canvas. So just know that this here is not what you will be receiving as far as the actual material that you paint on. So just wanting to go ahead and give some white and gray to our moon. So we're going to come in and paint that, and then we'll begin working on our background. So you'll have 3 brushes that come in your kit. So Tracy, how are you doing today? I am just enjoying this beautiful day. We've had a lot of rain here in Georgia. I live about 30 miles south of Augusta, Georgia. Where are you ladies from? Hey, Grand Shine. Grant, I think that's right. If I murdered the name, I'm sorry. But welcome in, welcome in. Um, we, like I said, I am from near Augusta, Georgia. So I do paint parties and I sell paint kits. And so I am actually just taking one of my kits and walking you through how to paint. If you look in my shop, you'll see close to over 50 designs. I'm still adding. As a matter of fact, I've got about 4 or 5 more that I'm going to be adding tonight. when I get off. So I'm coming in and just adding some effects to my moon, and then I'm going to start working on my background. Now you will receive an actual hard canvas. This is one that I did the other day online. You will actually get the actual canvas in yours. I'm just working right now because I'm painting a lot. I don't want to use all my canvases. So I'm just using some paper from Michael's here with acrylic paint. So the kits do have acrylic paint in them. So you will get step-by-step directions, a pre-traced canvas, and then you can follow. If you're new to painting and you want to know how, this is a great way to kind of kick back and relax and unwind and just take some time for yourself. The kits are only $25 each, and like I say, they come with everything you need but a cup of water. Hey Lana, welcome in. Thank you. She's my moderator. She's coming in and helping me out if we've got any questions. So now I'm going to work on the background of my picture. So I can look here actually at my directions. I get picture directions and I get written directions. So with my large brush, I'm going to grab blue and a small amount of white and go around the moon, creating a halo effect. So, and by the halo, you can actually look at your picture and you can see how it's lighter around the moon and then how it gets darker around the edge. So this is how we'll do it. What do you ladies think about these kits so far? I haven't seen any other people selling the kits online, so maybe this might be something that interests some people. So hold my brush straight up just like this to create an outline, and I'm going to use a little bit of white to that just to give it that halo effect. Now your canvas will be a little larger than this. This is like a 9 by 12, so I'm not getting the full effect, but I want you to just see how easy it is to actually paint these kits. So I'm going to come around and create a halo effect around the moon. And then you see here on this, of course, you will have more space up top on your canvas to do that, but I want you to see how we're doing it. So I'm going to come in now with just some straight navy and work around the outer edge. And I'm going to paint, if you notice how I'm painting in the circle, like around the moon, because I want it to have that effect. And if you get too much, acrylic paint is very forgiving. You can always paint over. Even if you were to mess up a little bit on yours, a wipey is good. I use those at paint parties if I have ladies that kind of feel like that they've messed up a little bit and need some assistance. I can go over and just help the ladies and put like a use the wipey and kind of help as far as kind of perfecting it. We have to do that a lot, don't we, Lana? So I'm coming in, and then I'm going to also just take that light around here on the inside. This paper doesn't paint just like the canvas does. It seems to soak it up faster. But I'm coming in around and just kind of letting you see the directions and how to do it. So the good thing about this is you can grab a friend if your friend and you want to paint, you can pick out your design and have a paint night or a paint morning with coffee or I have a lot of people here in our local community that will get kits around the holidays. They make great gifts. Around Thanksgiving, I had one lady who bought 7, and she wanted her and her family after Thanksgiving to actually um, to sit around and paint after they ate. So that's a just a fun thing that you can do as well. So we're coming around now, and I'm just using strictly blue here now. And I'm just going to paint all the way down here. But the good thing about the kits, though, is if you are wanting to learn how to paint, it does just kind of walk you through step by step, gives you a little bit more confidence. So, like with your directions, you've got everything that you need to do. So now we're on step 3. We're working on our background. And then as soon as I get down to the bottom, I'll be able to use the blue and create my table as if the pumpkin's sitting on one. So I've kind of created this little halo effect here around the top. This is what the paint kit will look like that you get. This is the cat and the pumpkin. If you look, hey cat, Catwin, Catewin, Catewin. Oh, that's pretty. How are you? Welcome in. You will I sell art kits, pre-made art kits. All you need is a cup of water. When you purchase your kits, they're $25 and they're in the buy it now section in my shop. And you can just browse through the shop and look at all the designs that we have. But this is one that I had made today. A lady had purchased this one this morning. And so I was making this one today. So I went ahead and said, well, we'll just paint this one when I go live today. So hope y'all are doing good. Welcome in, Wheezy. Um, we are selling pre-made adult art kits, and I am doing the cat and the pumpkin, and so I'm just kind of. This is not the canvas that you will use. I have been painting today online, and so I didn't want to use up all my canvases, so I went to paper just to demonstrate tonight. So. But I hope y'all are doing good. If you, the one that I painted this morning online was the Cup of Sunshine, and this is what it looked like. We did that one this morning, and I actually did it on a canvas this morning. And so the kits, they come with everything you need but a cup of water. So you'll get 11 by 14 pre-traced canvas, and you get all the materials that you need to paint that kit. So it will come pre-packaged just like this. You can see how this one here is traced. And this is the Autumn Church. I love this one. I'm actually doing 2 paint parties next month with this particular design here. And this one's kind of fun to do. You can use a palette knife and this one, or either a credit card to do some fancy work, but the directions tell you everything to do. But they come packaged like this. You get all my contact information. You get a scripture verse also, and you get all the paint you need. You get 3 brushes, plate, napkin, and apron. And all you need to do is just open up and you are ready to paint. Just grab a cup of water, get your favorite beverage, and just enjoy painting. So this is one of my kits. I had a sweet lady this morning named Sally. She came on and bought this one and the oh gosh, my mind went blank. What was the other one? It'll come to me. But anyway, this was one. So I said, well, I'll paint this one tonight since I had out all my materials for it. This is the cat and the pumpkin. And she said she bought one and then she went back and said, I'm going to get another one because I want me and my friend to paint. So that is what's so good about these kits. And it's everything you need right there. So the directions come and they are step by step. As you can see here, I'm working on step 3 now. beginning to work here at the bottom. Now this, I don't know if I said this, people jump on and off, but if I repeat myself and you've heard it, I'm sorry. This is not canvas that I'm painting on right now because I am going live so many times a day that I don't want to waste canvases. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So I'm using some actual art paper right now for this particular one. So that's why. So the paper doesn't kind of is not as um I don't enjoy painting on it is like I do the canvas, but I just want to give you viewers kind of what it's like to paint my art kits and what all comes with them. So around the top, it said to create like a halo effect with the white and the blue because I wanted the moon and all to have like a halo effect around it. So that's why I've added some white in with that. All right. The next step, it says to wash out your brush and dry it. So, and you have napkins in your kit, you have plate, you've got the 3 brushes. Now we're going to grab some orange and you have this already in your kit. It will be prepackaged in the pods that will be sent to you. And it says to paint the pumpkin. Rinse and dry your brush. Still using the large brush, grab orange and paint the pumpkin following the curves of the pumpkin. And so what we're going to do here is just take our large brush and we're going to start, and I always hold my brush straight up like this and trace around the outer edge in the form and the shape of the way the pumpkins grow. So we're going to go in this direction. So you'll just take and paint. And y'all, you can just get so relaxed doing the, oh gosh, I didn't mean to drop it. You just get so relaxed doing this. It really is. Um, it's really fun. So I'm coming around and just painting in this direction. When I paint on this side, I will paint in this direction. And the reason why, I tell you to do that in the directions because when you paint in this direction like this, um, when the paint dries, you can see those streaks and it really makes your painting look more realistic. So we go on that direction, then we come around on this side. And we're coming down in this direction here. And just painting down in that particular direction. Is the lighting okay on that? So we're going to come in now and do this middle section. I will paint around in this direction. Just painting down so that I can see those paint strokes when they dry. It makes it look so much more realistic. If you're on, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that someone's on. So I've got the orange, and if you notice, I'll hold it up close. you can see how the streaks make it look so much like a real pumpkin. I love this color here. It's spiced pumpkin, and this is what is in your kit that you will receive, this particular color here. And it just really looks pretty, I think. All right, so it says the next step is to rinse your brush. And using a small brush, grab brown paint and paint the stem. And then you're going to paint the leaves. So we're going to come in using the brown and paint our stem. Using our small brush. So we're going to come in here and paint our stem. And without washing my brush out, I'm going to come in and begin painting the stem. And I don't mind that that brown actually bleeds into it. It kind of makes it look more realistic. And so I'm actually painting the stem and the leaves. So we'll get this leaf over on this side. And I just add a little bit of white in with that. Kind of makes that pop, just giving it that little halo effect. Hi, Amanda. Amanda P. and parties. What kind of parties do you do? Do you sell on here as well? I'm just getting started. This is my first week, Amanda. Do you sell on Whatnot? I'd love to follow you. Amanda, do you sell on Whatnot also? This is Amanda. Amanda, panda parties. Okay. What kind of things do you sell? What are the panda parties? I am selling art kits. Um and they come in 11 by 14 canvases, and they have everything you need but a cup of water. So when you get your kit, it's going to come packaged like this. It's going to be pre-traced, and you're going to have all the paint, the brushes, the directions, a napkin plate, even an apron in there. And all you need to do is open it up and grab a cup of water, and you're ready to paint. And don't forget that this over here is actually the other part of the moon. So we're going to come around and make sure that we outline around that as well, so that we can tell that that is the other part of the moon there. It's going to come in and just outline around that. So we want the inside of this to be darker. So we're just coming in and finishing up our background here. So you just come on around, and we're just trying to get our background like we like it. And then as far as our table, we're just going to do some horizontal lines at the bottom, just so that we know that it's sitting on the table. So we're coming in and just making some designs here so that we know this is the table that it's sitting on. So it's just really enjoyable though. This particular kit is going out tomorrow to a lady in Illinois, and she has purchased. I'll show you how her kits are already bundled up. They're ready to go out. I've got to ship them tomorrow. But she bought Elsie the cow. This one, she bought this kit, and it comes pre-traced with all the directions. It has the plate, napkin, the three brushes, and all the paint that you need, and an apron. So all she'll have to do when she gets her kit, and this is the one too that's going out tomorrow, this one. And it comes pre-packaged just like that. And they're 25 each, and I have over 50 designs right now. I'm going to add more into the buy now section. And, but so I decided to paint this one today. This is not canvas that I'm painting on. Welcome in, Cineway, welcome in. I am just using just regular art paper, an acrylic for acrylic today because I didn't want to just keep wasting all my canvases, but just to kind of walk you through the step of how to paint these. So right now I'm using my directions like you would if you got your kit. And now we're going to focus in. We've gotten worked on the stem here. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to outline, let's see, it says to rinse the brush, use small brush, grab brown paint, the stem. So we've painted the stem in the green. Now we're going to use the small brush and paint black lines around everything. So everything is detailed for you and it is very specific so that you know exactly um, how to go about painting that particular painting. So I do adult paint parties here in my town, and I also do art kits. I do parties. I have like 8 parties next month, and I go all over Georgia doing my paint parties. And um, next Saturday, I will be in Milledgeville, Georgia, which is about an hour or more from here from where I am. I'm south of Augusta. But so when I started doing these parties 4 years ago, I retired 8 years ago as our local elementary principal here. I was it for 18 years, retired, and it always just wanted to find something to do that was relaxing. I don't know. I loved my job and all, but I really couldn't have a hobby while I was principal. So I'd always wanted to paint. So I just started doing it, and the Lord just really blessed me with a talent. And not that I am a professional artist by no means, but I have done a lot of commissioned work once I started, and it sold, but it was lonely. My husband built me an art studio, and it's just kind of, I'm a people person and I love to talk. I'll talk your head off if we're friends. I just like people and I like to talk. So, hey, Squirrely, welcome in. So anyway, so I started doing paint parties and it was a way to get me out, and kind of be around people. And I just wanted to share God's love through art. And so I go to churches, I go to office parties, I go to schools, just go in people's homes and just do paint parties. Well, people when I would go, they would say, "Oh, I just love this. I just wish that I could just have something to do on the side." So I started taking art kits with me. You know those crates that you can get like at Michael's? They're like those square wooden crates. Well, I bought a couple of them and I would just load those up in my car with my art kits. So I would take about 15 different designs like this, and they're prepackaged with directions, the paint, 3 brushes, plate, napkin, apron. All you need is a cup of water when you get your kit. And I would take them, and the people just really loved them, and I just got such good feedback from them. So I thought, hey, I'm going to try Whatnot and just see, because I didn't see anybody on here um, selling the art kits. So I thought I will just try to do it here. So, and if you're not interested, that's fine. Just hop off. But it's so much fun. So now I'm going around and just um, outlining around each area. So I'm going to come in and outline around this. We'll go in with some white highlights in a little bit. So just outlining around that. Got to get the tail end of this sun over here. I meant moon. And then we'll outline around the outer side of the pumpkin. Grab a little bit more paint and we'll come around on this side. And so we've kind of got all that outlined now. And I'm going to kind of come in and give it a little line there in it. Then it tells me to paint the cat black. So now I'll come in with just a small brush and begin painting my cat black. So we're just getting the cat painted black. I like to mix a little bit of white with my green and go on top because it's so dark at the top there that it just kind of gives a little bit of highlight to the leaf, and then you can go in and add just a little white streak there. It makes that green not so dark up next to that navy background. So you can come in now and take some of the black. Adding some little wood design there to the stem. And then I'm going to want to add some brown to the lines on my pumpkin. So I'm going to come in, get a little bit of brown with some of that orange, and just kind of come in and bring some of that design in. So all we're doing now is just kind of coming in and doing some highlights. And you can use the picture guide there to kind of show you where the highlights need to go. So I like to take my big brush and kind of drag that white with the orange and kind of get that effect, just to give it that little highlight there. And that is it. Teresa, Malik, are you still on, Malik?